Believe in yourself. Dear mini-me, use your imagination and dreams to manifest the good you want to happen in your life. Never stop believing. Remember, the world is yours. Hey everyone, it's Empress Lanice, and right now you are listening to Dear Empress and Friends podcast. Welcome to Dear Empress and Friends podcast. I'm your host, Empress Lanice. On this podcast, we'll share real life stories on how to live life beyond our own limits. And today's episode is about believing in yourself. And it's from my chapter 7 of my book, Dear Empress, You Were Born a Star. Now, in this chapter, believe in yourself is self-explanatory. It's really truly believing in yourself. To allow yourself to dream big and to believe that you can get there. And it's not an easy road at all. Every day, I am up and down about what is my purpose, what am I dreaming, what am I, visualizing, what do I want, right? Because you're always introduced to something new, or you have an experience that shifts your mindset on what that may look like for you. However, I'm realizing that the dream has been in us or in me since birth, because I keep going back to doing the same things, and what gives me life, what gives me excitement, what furthers and progress me. Now, granted, everybody's dream is different. It's not going to be the same. And this is where you truly have to believe in yourself, because there's going to be somebody or people that say that you shouldn't or you can't. And that's based off of their own experience. Like for me, when I started in my entrepreneur journey, and this story just came up, where I was told, you don't want to do the music business. You don't want to do that. And I was so determined. I was like, no, I'm going to do it differently. But then I started hearing it just over and over and over. And guess what happened? I started doubting myself. I started doubting myself that I actually did stop being in the entertainment industry, and that now I shared the same story to everyone else. Like, yeah, you don't want to do entertainment. But there's some people that thrive and succeed in entertainment. And that was because they strongly believed in themselves that they can do it with the trials and tribulations that it comes with. Now, for myself, I'm learning to encourage people to do what they feel and believe that they can do, even if it takes them a long time, even if they keep bumping their heads. I keep bumping my head, and I'm still moving and still figuring out what it is that I love to do and want to do, and the impact that I want to make in the world. And this podcast is really the start of me making the impact in the world. Like, I really didn't reach my peak yet. And this podcast is made off of me wanting to inspire and motivate other people. Now, there's many people that's doing this, right? And that doesn't mean that I shouldn't do it, that I can't do it, because my story may resonate with somebody who my story may not have been heard before yet, or maybe just needed a reminder, or maybe the way that I express it or share it is different from somebody else. And I want to show people through my own life experiences of how to live beyond our own limits that we put in our heads. Every day I am fighting to go beyond what I think I can do, because I believe I can do more, even though my thinking may tell me something different. And I want to encourage you to move forward, to keep going. Like I saw a clip of Jay-Z talking about how there were so many people that told him he wasn't good, he was trash, like he shouldn't be rapping, he's too old to rap, like whatever, these people were saying onto them. And look at him now. He's one of the greatest, one of the legends in hip hop history. You cannot deny that at all. And if you try it, I'm gonna come for you. Okay, I'm kidding. I ain't gonna come for you. I'm not about that life. But he is one of the greatest, one of the legends. And it's because he believed in himself. He didn't care what anybody else had told him. He did not care at all. He did what he needed to do. And I'm relearning how to get back to that space. All the things that I've done in the past decade is because I believed in myself. I believed that I could do it. And then I started letting other people get into my ear that I stopped or I paused. I'm going to say I paused because I'm going to get back into it. And I no longer want to live that way. I want to be able to create in so many different ways, formats, that my work will live on. It will inspire others to do what they love to do. It will inspire duplicates. It will inspire to make a greater impact in the world. And the number one thing is me believing in myself. So I know that I have to discern what I'm hearing from other people. Because granted, there is wisdom. And sometimes I feel like even though there's wisdom, sometimes we kind of like got to bump our heads for us to get it. And because sometimes when we bump our heads, we get the message or the wisdom. However, we end up finding another way to navigate that. And I think that sometimes bumping our heads, we need to go through that. As much as I don't like bumping my head, I would like it to be so easy and smooth. But it strengthens me. It pushes me to be a whole nother being compared to me getting everything that I wanted, knowing that I can get it easily. And granted, we want to work smart, not hard. But sometimes we need to go through those experiences because we can take on other people's thoughts, insecurities, doubts, and believe that it's our own, and it's not true. So for those of you who are out there who has a dream, a vision, a product, a service, or something that they truly believe that they're great at, even if you may not be so great at it right now, it's all about practice, being in the gym, practicing. This podcast is practice for me because this is practice for me for when I start talking to hundreds of people, millions of people. It's getting me in practice of speaking. Like before doing this taping, I was talking to my co-producer and just telling her like, okay, I need to work on my breathing. I need to work on my posture. I need to work on me pausing a little bit more than me talking fast. Like that's practice. That's not me getting feedback or criticizing myself and just giving up. It's me, okay, let me switch this up so that I could get better at it and be greater at it. So this is everything that I do is practice. My book is practice because I'm going to write a New York Times bestseller, an Amazon bestseller, whatever bestseller in different categories. But this is practice for me. This is getting me to see what I want and what I don't want, how I need to write, who I need to get on board as my team, what, just is getting me to see that. But I have to fall. I have to go through these experiences in order for me to get greater. And that doesn't mean for when things get stuck or something happens that was unexpected for me to stop and not believe in myself. That means go harder. Go harder. and believe that I'm going to get to that end goal that I'm looking for. So believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. And as I wrote in this book, I am a creator. I am a creator. I am a creator. There is no reason why we should be broke in this world, because we have the power and the ability to create. All right. So that is my message for today. Believe in yourself. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to Dear Empress and Friends podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast on your favorite streaming platform. Also, make sure to get your copy of my book, Dear Empress, You Were Born a Star, which is available on Amazon. And also, lastly, do not forget to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Empress Lanice. Peace.